we're going to begin with the first voting in the 2024 presidential election in tonight's Iowa caucuses. Can you believe it? Today is finally today. And guess what? The voters there, they are dealing with blowing snow and sub-zero temperatures. Yikes. And a political contest with huge implications for Republicans, even though one candidate, as we all know, is way out in front.
And that was shown in the latest Des Moines Register poll, which shows former President Donald Trump with an overwhelming lead, with Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis fighting for a very distant second place. A new CBS News poll has Trump with an even larger lead nationally, with 69% of the projected GOP vote. But, of course, it all starts in Iowa, and our Tony is leading our coverage from indoors at the Smoky Row Coffee House in Des Moines. Good morning, Smoky Tony.
Hey, good morning, guys. It is so unbelievably cold here, -16 as I woke up, but we do have a hot cup of coffee from Smoky Row. We appreciate that. And we're excited. The first actual votes of 2024, they are finally here. All it took was a full year of campaigning and more than $90 million in ads just in Iowa. So listen, I spent the last 2 weekends talking to voters here, and I got to say, people are excited, but they are also worried, they are anxious, and they are well aware that this is not a normal election. Not when the Republican frontrunner, former President Donald Trump, is campaigning on a promise of retribution, and not when most Americans say they don't want him or President Biden running once again. So the big question on people's minds here and nationally is this: can anyone else really break through tonight? I'll be talking to Ron DeSantis later in the show. But first, over the weekend, I managed to catch up with the other candidate vying for what everyone assumes is going to be second place. That's Nikki Haley. Take a look. What's your message to those voters in particular who like you enough to be VP, but right now are still stuck on Donald Trump?
Well, I think, look, if you want 4 more years of chaos, that's what you're going to get. But what's more concerning is, if you look at those head-to-head polls, Trump and Biden are pretty much even. It's going to be a nail-biter of an election. We're going to be holding our breath. I don't want a President Kamala Harris. You look at those same polls, I defeat Biden by 17 points.
Our poll suggests she's right about that, but Ed O'Keefe is with me with more on this final push from all the candidates. Ed, good morning.
Good to see you. I heard there was coffee, so I figured I'd stop by. But welcome to Iowa, welcome to Caucus Day. At stake tonight here in Iowa, the first 40 of 2,429 delegates that are awarded to the eventual Republican nominee. The hope is to build attention and momentum for the rest of the campaign, but that could be complicated by the sub-zero temperatures and whether people will show up. Amid record cold temperatures, Iowans came out for one last chance to see Republican presidential candidates before the caucuses Monday night.
I'm so excited about y'all being here in spite of the cold.
Brave the weather and go out and save America.
This is truly cold, but we're going to keep on going.
With temperatures below zero on Sunday, Patty Sint and her husband came out to see Nikki Haley. Why are you willing to come out in these sub-zero temperatures to see the governor?
Because we are undecided.
The frozen temperatures forced former President Donald Trump to scrap most of his weekend schedule. He spent Sunday visiting firehouses and demanding supporters show up today.
You can't sit home. If you're sick as a dog, you say, darling, I gotta make it. Even if you vote and then pass away, it's worth it, remember?
The Iowa Republican caucuses require mandatory in-person attendance.
It's not going to be that many people in the grand scheme of things, so your vote matters.
There are more than 1,600 individual caucuses held statewide. Only registered Republicans can participate. Newcomers are welcome, but must register with the GOP on site.
This is our chance in Iowa to make a difference.
Carla Succo is among the newcomers. A former independent, she registered Republican and plans to vote for Haley amid concerns about Trump. So for you, you're willing to come out in the bitter cold to stop Donald Trump, is what I'm hearing you say.
I will. I've been home since Thursday, snowed in for 2 days, and the cold, I mean, you just dress warm, and that's not a big deal to me.